Okay, so this is my Season 6 Spiritborn hardcore character, the second one. Lost my first one to exploding treasure chest. Now I'm on this one. I'm going to go over the character really quickly. So the idea is she's a defensive build using a lot of the gorilla and a few jaguar skills. So let's take a quick look at that. So Jaguar, every 15th time you deal direct damage to an enemy with a Jaguar skill, I can talk, I swear, unleash an additional strike dealing 15% of the damage you have dealt to them in the last 0.5 seconds. And all my skills are now also Jaguar skills, which is going to combine with some of my passive abilities to buff the character. So the idea here is when I see a mob, I rush into them with Rock Splitter. I then use Armored Hide to give me a barrier, increase survivability. I then use Ravager. Oops, that's Rushing Claw, not Ravager. Ravager. This unleashes a Savage Roar and gives me some additional damage. And if I could scroll down, I could see what it does down there, and I can't. It's just... Anyway, freaking Diablo. So Ravager deals more damage and allows the next core skill to dash to the target. The Hunter is my ultimate, increases damage and fills up ferocity stacks. That's down here. And finally, I spam Crushing Hand. That's my main skill once I do all of that. And then I use Rock Splitter to generate more vigor, and I use Rushing Claw to move out of difficult situations or into the next pack, which is kind of like my sprint skill. And more or less, I sort of kind of do all of that, although not really. It's kind of depends on what I'm facing. Anyway, without further ado, here we go. I am doing side quests. To get renowned for this area. Oops. Didn't do that. I just wanted to do this. It's the same button. It's just if I hover over a waypoint and I mark it as my favorite. So I'm trying to unlock that extra skill point there. In the locked tier 3 thing. So I've got 11 more areas to discover. I've got 3 strongholds. I've got 2 more waypoints, which I think are in the strongholds or nearby. And then I've only done 4 out of 44 side quests. I've got Tenets of Akarat, which are scattered all over the map. So there's a lot of ways for me to farm renown here. And I'm only trying to unlock the 3rd tier, which shouldn't take me too long. I'm not going to start doing the strongholds until I hit level 25, maybe level 24. Whenever I get my key passive ability, that is when I will unlock, or when we'll start running the strongholds, getting into some harder content. The big thing I'm finding with the reasons I've been dying with hardcore characters is mostly just trying to rush through things. Like I want to get into my in-game build, which requires, generally speaking, it requires a unique or 2 or several. In the case of the last character, it required quite a number of uniques. And I didn't even get the first one I needed. I got one. I got a ring, I think.
You there. Care to be a witness? It's an easy task, and I'll pay you.
Alright. A witness to what exactly?
Have you seen the burned knights that have come to Nahantu? I saw them a while back fighting hollows. They were glorious. Oh, to be like them. When I approached them asking if I could join them, they laughed me off, claiming I'm unworthy and need to prove myself. Well, I will. I have just the trial in mind, which is where you come in, as my witness. I can sense your doubt. Please come with me, and I will show you why this means so much to me. The local elder, Akuan, also thinks I should stay away. His worry has grown since I lost my family. It infuriates me seeing these funeral pyres along the cliffs. No one was there to protect them.
Alright, so I'm gonna bring Cheyrul to the first task.
This is the patrol, but I don't see any hollows. Did they kill each other?
There's your answer.
No! There's too many! Help me!
Cheyrul, are you alright?
No. This was my test, and I failed it. I'm not worthy after all. I still don't agree with you about the burned knights, but you won't have to worry about me joining them now. I think I need to be alone for a little while. Meet me back at the docks for your payment.
Alright, back to the docks.
Nobody walks anymore.
We're all lazy. Lazy millennials. They chose me. I recognized some of the knights in the market and confessed to them what I did. They said I could come with them to speak with their commander. When next I see you, I will be a burned knight, Cheyrul.
We need to tell someone about this.
Uh-oh. Have you seen a boy named Cheyrul?
That confused boy. I saw him leave with some men earlier. They were dressed like townspeople. But I saw the burns they were trying to hide. I told Cheyrul not to speak to them. But he's been obsessed with strength and glory since his family died. I'm worried. The burnt knights are camped up by the old bridge while they repair it. Please, friend, will you look for him?
Oops, never do that. Use my last charge, my last gallop charge. I'll always try to leave one at least. Alright, so I got this blue circle issue again. And there's this little tail off into this little area here, so that's where I'm gonna go. Burn Night Trial, okay.
No! This isn't... You said I would become a knight! Help me!
With the sacrifice of this heretic, you become a full knight. Burn with us, brother. As for our intruder, I recognize you. You match the description of a heretic Urevar seeks. He will reward us greatly for your head.
He died anyway. So that'll do it for the evening. Next week I'll start taking on some strongholds. Start digging and getting some more renown. Hopefully complete the renown. Pretty early into the week I should have the renown done for the third part. We're going to move on to other content. Maybe by then I will feel comfortable enough to raise the difficulty. I'll start putting some aspects on gear. Start tempering items and things like that. Anyway, this is my character, Radoslava. Until next time, happy Thanksgiving.